Good morning. My name is Jibrael Younis, and I'm an operations manager with Mass Hire Central Career Centers in Worcester. At Mass Hire, we operate to support job seekers with their quest to gain employment, as well as support businesses with their recruitment efforts in order to meet their workforce needs. I want to thank everyone for coming today to Genesis Club to support the clubhouse. I'm so disappointed I can't be there with you in person. Alas, I have to stay home for a couple more days as I recuperate here in my quarantining. I made it 2.5 years though. I gotta say I'm proud that I made it this far at least without having to deal with this. But it's just unbelievable that after 2.5 years here we are still dealing with the ramifications of the pandemic. Of course, from a public health standpoint, as well as from an economic and workforce standpoint. At Mass Hire, we've seen unprecedented challenges for businesses in the past 2 years to recruit workers. And so we are always advocating to businesses and encouraging them to think of non-traditional methods of recruitment in order to find folks. And one of those strategies is to look at untapped pools of workers, right? Those untapped resources. One of those demographic groups, of course, is adults with serious mental health issues. There's upwards of an 85% unemployment rate for adults with mental illnesses. And that statistic has been the same for a very long time, way too long. And that statistic doesn't change much because the traditional mental health system does not really encourage work for those folks. They look at them as patients and they're trying to manage symptoms instead of encouraging them to engage back into society as fully functioning, contributing members of their community. The Genesis Club does do that. The clubhouse model uses work as a therapeutic intervention for recovery from mental health issues and serious mental illness. And it does that through the work order day. It does that by providing work supports and opportunities, volunteer work opportunities to members so they can come in and they can build the hard skills, but also the soft skills that are really needed in order for them to manage and maintain employment in the workforce. And so Genesis Club has that secret recipe. It's not really that much of a secret, but that almost kind of magic recipe needed, that extra piece that's missing in order for these folks to go from long-term unemployed or discouraged workers to being able to secure and maintain employment. And it's not just the work order day in the volunteer work opportunities, but it's the support that's given because Genesis Club members are part of a community. So I always tell employers too, when they're, reach out to the Genesis Club, see if they have members that might fit what you need. In particular, entry to mid-level too. Employers are always looking to fill those positions, really a lot in the past couple of years. Genesis Club has a lot of folks that are looking to reintegrate back into the workforce and could use one of those positions as kind of a stepping stone to get back into a career path. I always tell employers too, when you're working with the Genesis Club and you hire a Genesis Club member, you're not just hiring that member, you are hiring the entire community that's behind that individual, a community of people that want to see that member succeed, that they support them, they're friends with them, they help give them that sense of purpose, that sense of belonging, that encouragement, that energy and excitement that is really needed in order to desire employment and to see the benefits of employment. And I've seen it firsthand where employment really is one of the keys to recovery for adults with mental health issues. So for the Genesis Club and the clubhouse model to realize that long ago and to always be champions of employment, it's really, been something that's the cutting edge of the mental health field, as well as something that is really an untapped resource, a diamond in the rough, if you will, for employers out there in the workforce and workforce development stakeholders. So in closing, again, as someone who's supporting businesses in Worcester, I will always encourage them to connect with Genesis Club, to look at their members for their talents and what they can do and what they can provide, because at Genesis Club, that's what they're telling their members too. They're focusing on what can you do, what can you contribute, what do you want to do. It's really about empowerment through employment, and that is the successful element to the recovery for these folks, as well as the recovery for our workforce in our industries in Worcester. So just another piece of the puzzle there for us. I just again want to thank everybody for coming. Feel free to reach out to me at Mass Hire if you'd like to hear more about my thoughts on Genesis Club, or again, the impact that we could have in supporting adults with mental health issues in the workplace, as well as the benefits for employers in looking at this workforce group, demographic group, as a resource. Thank you so much.